Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Homemaker Chic podcast. It's been a couple of weeks. We've taken a little break between seasons and we're so happy to be back.
Yay. It's summer.
It's summer.
We made it.
Oh my gosh.
We made it.
Have you had one of those moments yet where you're like frolicking through your gardens and you're like, my soul is so happy?
Yeah, I had a full day out there last week. That was amazing. And then I went to the beach for the first time a couple days ago. And I just thought, I might die right now. I'm so happy right now. This is it. Mm-hmm. This is what I've been waiting for. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It does. It feels so good. And I told Stu, it almost feels wrong because it's like it's all the good things at one time. So you're out there picking raspberries and it's warm and you have sunlight. It's just
right. It's everything good. Yeah.
It's everything good. It feels so lovely. It feels so lovely. And I just can't wait to dive back in. So we're starting season 29, right?
This is season 29. Yes.
Season
you are
29.
Correct.
Stuart and I had a big powwow this morning, knowing we were going to sit down and record. We were talking about the podcast and talking about all these. I don't know if you see this now. So if those of you who are watching the video form of the podcast on YouTube, as a fun little side note, Spotify just announced that we can now upload videos through them as well. So you'll be able, if you listen to the podcast on Spotify, you'll be able to just see the video automatically play when you listen, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But the podcasts that I listen to, I notice now they have full studios and huge production teams and like 4 different camera angles and, 3 people running point in the back. And it just sort of made me laugh. Like here you and I are.
Right.
Just 2 moms with our little Macs and our little webcams and our microphones that may or may not be working. And while I love that professional element that podcasts are bringing now, I told Stu what's most important to me is that we're here 6 years running, over 6 years running.
Yeah.
Consistently.
It's a big deal. I looked at our numbers the other day and I was like, oh, dang.
People listen?
Go us. And they do. I mean, did I open my shop in the break?
No, it was before.
Was it before?
I actually don't remember.
Golly, I don't know.
I know you told them about it, but I can't remember.
I think it's open. I think it just opened like right after we took our break. I think that was the great timing. But like everybody that comes in listens to the show, and it's floored me. I'm just like, golly, I had no idea. So thanks.
Yeah, it's just been fun. So 6 years running now. Here we are rescuing the art of homemaking from the daily grind. And, we've been throughout those 6 years. You definitely go through more grindy parts and you go through more less grindy parts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we sort of took all that into account when we were thinking about what we wanted to focus on this season. So what we find with the season themes is that they tend to sort of steer the ship with our heart posture and how we end up thinking about things together for the next 10, 12 weeks.
Right.
And so here we are in summer. Actually, it was funny. We did get a comment from somebody who was like, I need more discipline. I need another make your bed season.
Okay. Can we do that like with back to school, please? I don't want to do that. I don't want to be disciplined. I want to be pretty.
Well, I have to tell you, it was just funny. Okay. Have you been watching these social media things that they are cracking me up?
I've been watching the World Cup, Shay. I haven't been watching social media.
The young gen, the younger generation, they're calling Diet Cokes fridge ciggies. Like, I need a fridge ciggy. Like, it's just like, I need a fridge cig. Yeah, I need a break. I'm gonna go have a fridge cig.
Gotcha.
which
Okay.
just cracks me up. But I drank a Diet Coke. I drank a Diet Coke for the first time in probably 10 years,
Oh.
15, a long time.
Uh-huh.
I went to the beach with my family for a couple of days to the
Was it
river.
from the tap or was it from a bottle?
No, it was from like a little can. It was like a
Okay.
little baby Diet Coke.
Okay.
And
And
I used to be
I
like
love
an
Diet Coke, Shay.
obsessive Diet Coke
Yeah,
drinker.
me too.
Okay.
Like
I would take
25 years
two,
ago. Like,
I would take
yeah.
two with me to work and I would just, I
Mm-hmm.
loved them.
Mm-hmm.
And it hit my lips and I was like, dang it, this is so good.
I need a fridge thing.
And then so I have this like demon on one shoulder, just like aspartame,
You're
aspartame.
gonna die.
And I had this angel on this shoulder just being like,
It
it's
tastes
not
so good on my
crack.
lips.
It's not
It's not
crack.
crack,
Like you are
right.
so disciplined and you do so many things. Can you just drink the stupid Diet Coke and chill out?
I have one a month. Like, one, maybe two a month. I love it. I used to do like one every 6 months. And I'm like, you know what? I've made it to 50. I want my Diet Coke. It's like, have I told you, Amelie says, like, when I'm 89, I'm going to start smoking. I'm going to start doing all the things. Like,
Oh, totally.
oh my gosh, Diet Coke is so good. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, it's just kind of one of those funny things like yes to discipline.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. And then once that's your baseline, it's actually good. I think it is good for you to sort of step out of bounds.
Yeah.
Out of bounds. Oh gosh, a Diet Coke.
Shay, you're just living on the edge, Shay. Oh my gosh.
Getting wild. Getting wild.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So this season, we're going to focus on making it lovely. And I actually think that Diet Coke fits into this. I do think I wasn't even thinking
It
about
with a
mentioning Diet Coke.
lemon wedge in a tall,
I've never
skinny
had
glass.
that.
Shay, I can't believe you were a Diet Coke addict and didn't drink it with lemon.
No.
You need to do that today. Like
Okay.
that is so good. A lemon
Okay.
wedge with a Diet Coke. Yeah.
Well, have you noticed culturally you see a lot of these things, people are health maxing, look maxing. That is the worst. And it's sort of become this joke, like Stuart always says, he's hobbit maxing.
it's looks maxing.
Looks. What did I say?
You said singular. Look maxing.
Oh, looks maxing.
Looks maxing.
Okay. You can do this with health too. You can do this with wellness, and you can do this with efficiency and all these sorts of things. And I really want to focus a little bit this season on remembering to not be so dogmatic about things, to not be so harsh, and to just be like, look, yes, a good routine, solid principles, solid methods, like this is our baseline. Making it lovely means, it might not be the most efficient use of your time to go meander around your garden and pick out some beautiful flowers and make a bouquet on your table that's going to die tomorrow.
And
But
stink. Yeah. But
it makes your life lovely.
right.
When you stop working and go jump in the river, that makes your life lovely.
Mm-hmm.
And there are these things that we can sort of too easily push aside, I think, for the sake of whatever.
Yeah. Now we won't leave you hanging, dear listener, because we do have an element of the rigid built into us. We will help you, but we're going to wait till fall because I'm living my best gypsy life this summer. So I've already slept outside, done my solstice sleep out, and now it's the beach challenge. And yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm just chilling out, and I don't know if I'm wearing out of energy or
No,
if
no.
it's
I think this
just-
is like the most chill you've ever been since I met you.
yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I'm doing stuff. It's just it feels different.
Mm.
So we'll talk about that more. It's funny how the comments that we get, and I want to dive into some of these
Mm-hmm.
comments. The comments that we get from people, they tend to kind of follow these waves. It's interesting. So like we got a lot of wine comments
Uh-huh.
this time. We also got a ton of work comments.
Okay.
So I think we both mentioned that Joel and Stu went back to work.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of people are actually like, no, can you actually just tell us how your work works? How do you make money? How does this
Yeah.
piece together? How does your family function? Because I think everyone else a lot of people are in the same boat, trying to figure out how to piece that together.
Hustling?
And no, but not hustling.
I'm just saying we do a lot of different things, and like
Yeah.
it's
I think that's what people, it's a gig economy. That's what
it's
Sue
like
always
gig
tells me.
economy.
It's a
Yeah.
gig
Mm-hmm.
economy. But there's an element of that I think that can fold into with making it lovely.
And for us, being that it is a gig economy, you know, there is, like I said, a hustle element, and keeping that lovely is something that has to be done too.
Yeah.
I mean, or else you kind of like get sick of it pretty fast.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
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 So it's
That
not,
girl
you know,
boss. Ooh,
yeah. Oh,
mm-mm.
yeah. No, merci. Yeah. So I mean, it's not like we're going to spend, you know, if you're listening, it's not like we're going to necessarily spend the season talking about decorating or like, oh, here you need to go shopping for XYZ to make your life more lovely. We're going to talk about all the different aspects of homemaking. We'll have some guests on. We'll have Jennifer, Madame Chic on. We'll have some people on, and looking at all these different areas of homemaking and how can I infuse loveliness into this moment.
And chill out. Because
Have a Diet
look,
Coke.
yeah, we honestly
Not a sponsor.
not a sponsor. I mean, how it's funny. I saw this really great like food pyramid the other day on the internet, and it was just, it was like somebody made it for me. It was like Weston Price, raw milk, blah, 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 step up, step up, step up. The very top of the pyramid was an occasional cigarette and Diet Coke. It was like, where are you on the pyramid?
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah, it was quite funny. But no, I think there's just a lot to unpack here. Obviously, we're not going to cover it in today's episode. So let's chill. I'm waiting for my latte. Good golly.
I'm drinking
And let's go through
swill.
go through some of these comments.
Alrighty.
Cold swill.
Cold swill in my cute
Yeah.
mug.
Yeah.
I tried to enlarge these, so
I was going to say, are my eyes bad, or are these the smallest
can't-
comments I have ever
I can't
screenshot?
get them any larger. It's not working.
I will find a pair of Stewart's readers in my desk somewhere.
Okay, let's start with
He wears
Prairie
readers
Townhouse.
now, you guys.
Uh-oh, it
He
happened.
looks so hot. I can't take it. And the worst part is he wears them in church a lot because we're like singing out of the contuses. I'm like, whoa, buddy, take it easy.
In his tweed.
You're giving me the vapors. That's what I call them. You're giving me the vapors.
That is so funny. Okay, I'm going to start with Prairie Townhouse.
Okay.
Because she's nice. She says, look at you trying to read that.
I'm really struggling, Angela.
I love you ladies so much. Earlier in the season, I left a comment about how much I hate living in a one-room shop while we wait for our house to be built. I did indeed want to punch Angela when she said living in a shop sounded wonderful. Anyway, we hated our living room situation so much that it was taking a serious toll on our marriage. So we got angry at the chaos and decided to spend about $2,000 to put in walls, flooring, paint, and some used furniture and decor. It has changed everything.
I love this because this is totally making the most of what you have, where you are, with what you've got, which we have talked about so much over the seasons. How there's sometimes these big picture things that we can't control. But look how well this ties in to make it lovely.
Right.
She's in this situation. She's waiting for her. It's temporary,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. She makes it lovely.
Love it.
And I think that's fantastic. Okay, here's one from Shannon Durbin. Not a wine drinker, but I do miss the wine music. We miss the wine
I
music
miss the
too.
wine music too so much. I liked it. Cue the wine music.
Cue
Yeah.
the wine music. Wondering, would y'all be able to chat about fine foods wine that you are cooking with, i.e., Bona Fortuna olive oil or balsamic from Azure, and talk about their sourcing, how to use them, budget for them, etc. Shannon, join the
The
cooking
cooking community.
community. That's all we talk about. You want a place to geek out over olive oils or
Right.
balsamics or
Those are your people.
sourcings or how we prioritize, there's always a link to my cooking community below the video. There's hundreds of women all around the world cooking together, asking questions, chatting. It's all in it. It's like a super private community on an app on your phone. So we'll most likely do a Make It Lovely food episode this season, but that's where you should be.
Okay. I'm going to read Katie. Hi, Katie.
Angela always, she always pre-reads these to make sure. You never are quite sure what people are going to say. You don't want to read halfway through a comment and be like, oh, whoops.
My bad. I don't like that one. Hi, Katie. Have y'all heard of Pros? It's a subscription for high quality, all natural hair products. I think we talked a few weeks ago about like how we each take care of our hair very briefly in response to a comment. So I think this is a follow up. They tailor make each product for your hair after you fill out a questionnaire about your hair. The packaging is really nice and it would make Angela happy. Because Angela loves packaging. And your name is printed on all the bottles to make it personalized. So that means my daughters wouldn't use it then because we have shampoo wars in this house. Yeah, no, that probably wouldn't help at all.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did do this.
Okay.
For a long time. And then I got stockpiled. You know, when they were like sending it faster than I was using it. But yes, it is. It's fantastic. Did you read the meat part?
No, I didn't finish.
She said, I also love Wild Pastures meat. You know, it's interesting because it's so different in this day and age where you just have things delivered to your door. But at the same time, what you can get delivered to your door is pretty exceptional.
Well, it's really nice for like me. I don't live near anything.
Yeah.
I have to drive 40 minutes to a Target to get a mid-quality shampoo. So
yeah. So in that sense, it's super nice that you can get that. So I want to go back to the wine comment real fast because there's more of these peppered throughout. But we did find, because we mentioned why we're not partnering with Dry Farms anymore, still a great company. Love them. That's fine. But we wanted one that we felt like fit what you guys needed better.
Mm-hmm.
And so we did find one, and we'll be reintroducing the wine segment in a couple of weeks. So you can stay tuned for that. It'll come this season. But in the meanwhile, there's information below for the wine club that we're recommending. And it's the same stuff you would expect from us: organic, biodynamic, the full spiel. But what's cool about this one is you can actually just go in and shop the wine store as well, or you can join the wine club. So you have more purchasing control, more purchasing options. Because like here, Jen says, I haven't ordered Dry Farms in a while myself. Info on other natural wines would be great. I'm not feeling the grocery store wines at all, which I understand. I don't even look.
No, I don't look. There's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
Yeah.
I do feel like a bit of a snob when I go to restaurants. Like, we live in wine country.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. And they're like, oh, we got this Washington thing and this Washington thing. I'm like, I don't want those. Thank you, but I don't want those.
Did it get here on a boat? Yeah.
Not to be a snob, but I don't want your wine.
I have wine at the shop now, and that was so fun for me to curate that list because I do the same thing. I go out to eat up here. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the same bottles in every restaurant. Yeah. Unless I go to a really specific like Italian restaurant or something. So
yeah,
I had fun picking out like unique ones that I would want to drink myself. Yeah.
ones you'd be excited to see on the menu. I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
we told you guys this, but when Angela and I went to New Orleans, we delivered wine to ourselves at our Airbnb. And then every restaurant we went to, we took
We
our own
just took it.
bottle
Yeah.
and we paid the corking fee.
People still don't know what a corking fee is. So how many listeners listen to this a week? Thousands,
Thousands.
couple tens of thousands. So for the maybe 8% that don't know what that is, still, let me welcome you. If you have a bottle that you love, so you're going to start ordering wine from our new wine club and you're going to find your new favorite, you can bring it to your favorite restaurant and they will just charge you a small fee to open it for you. And it's good form to bring a bottle that complements the restaurant's menu. It would be bad form to bring like sake to an Italian restaurant. You know what I mean? Like it's good form to be respectful that way. And a lot of times if you're a really good customer, you're ordering a big meal, you're schmoozy, they just waive that fee.
Usually
anyways.
they waive it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So like, here's another one from Katie. She says, longtime listener, first time commenter. I actually started listening to y'all a while back when I was single and now have a home, husband, and sweet new baby. That is so fun. It makes me feel also quite old, Katie. But
sweet new baby.
Y'all have been instrumental to the way I operate our household. Love the way you always point it back to Christ as being the reason you strive for excellence in these roles. Anyways, yes, I love the idea of you guys working with wine companies. Pouring a glass together was so fun. I'd often enjoy my morning matcha with you guys. That'd be funny if that said wine, though, Katie.
Are you a matcha person, Shay?
Georgia loves matcha. The whole ceremonial mixing. It makes a ton of dishes. It drives me nuts. And no, I'm not. I think it does taste like grass to me.
Like grass. That's what I was going to say. It tastes like grass. My girls love it. Like cold. They're always like matcha.
Oh, yeah.
latte.
She's constantly making matcha beverages. And I like earthy. Like, I love beets.
I do
can
too.
eat earthy things, but matcha is too bright and grassy for me. But I get why people like it.
My girls will say, well, that's not a good one. You didn't have a good one. I'm like, no, I don't really think much is going to change.
Yeah.
I've tried it enough times, and there's an overarching theme, and it's grass.
Yeah. Tastes are funny. Oh, I didn't tell you guys this. Well, maybe we should save it for after the comments. Health updates. Oh, my little sweet people. Okay. Providence Grove. Ladies, there are not up-to-date videos on YouTube. Is it possible I'm getting something wrong? For example, there are only 2 videos for season 28. Thank you for all you do. They're all up to date.
I think they're all up to date. It's like the layout is funky.
That's what I was just thinking.
If you click like latest instead of videos or something, I mean, I'll double check, but I think we're with whatever we had. Sometimes we forget to hit record. I think with whatever we had, I think we're up to date. But
I think we did it all. I think we did every episode last time.
Yeah, we're gonna, for the listeners, between Spotify and YouTube, and people, I know you're thinking, wait, you could always put videos on Spotify, but you couldn't. Like, they had to be like your podcast host, and they're not our podcast host. So now anyone can put videos on Spotify.
Right.
So those will be going up within the 24 when the episode goes up.
When the episode goes up. Exactly. So it takes a little bit to get from our podcast host to Spotify. There's like just all these weird little funky things behind it. It's not our most favorite part of the job, but we are committed to doing it well.
And like you said, it's just us.
It's just us. Well, okay. I want to go back to another question that, another comment that we had from MK Smith. And she says, I'm wondering if the next season can have an episode about where you find help. When I first started listening, it seemed like you were doing, quote, it all on your own. But then there were snippets you say here and there about a personal trainer or an accountant or a cleaning lady. I know I've heard you say this ain't Joanna Gaines, but I'm curious where you outsource and where you find help. No shade on you guys. I wasn't thinking about that as shade, but I know you work hard. I'm trying to build community myself.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Let's take a quick ad break. Say thank you. We have some new sponsors, you guys, this season, which is so awesome. So please listen. Please support them. This keeps the podcast
love
on the air.
Yeah. Okay, I like this question.
I like this question too.
And I think both you and I have sort of like, we ebb and flow with help as far as in chapters of life, like when we need things. Like right now, I opened a shop, you guys. This is massive. My husband and I split the hours, and it's been a huge adjustment. Like very painful, quite frankly. You know, like I didn't take anything away. We're doing it so that we can eventually in 18 months or so take things away, but obviously we have to build something before we can do that. So this has been very challenging. So I have somebody that comes and helps me pull weeds right now for this chapter in my life, because I have a massive garden and I could never keep up with it right now all by myself. So like every other week she just comes and we just grind out together, and then it's like two of me out there. Keeping the house clean has been challenging right now, and Joel just said, he's like, maybe you should hop on Facebook Marketplace and see if somebody can just come and at least do a once over for you, you know? So I think, you know, I know you've had a housekeeper in the past and now you don't. You've had a gardener come and help you, and right now you don't. Like we have, it kind of just goes like in and out according to the season. I do have a bookkeeper, and we kind of work together on things. I don't do my own accounting, praise the Lord. But yeah.
Yeah, I think we often say with homeschooling, it's year by year. You know, you don't need to be married to your methods can change.
Right.
Your principles stay the same. Your methods change.
Right.
So the principle behind what we do is we do value a tidy house because it allows us to feel better and function better as a family. We pay our taxes on time and completely and honestly. God help us. So that's the principle. The method has changed over the years. But look, we just talked at the beginning of this podcast. We're spanning 6 years now. When we started, my oldest was 9 years old. That's insane.
Yeah.
And now she's going to get her driver's license next month or the month after.
Right.
So you're talking about a huge chasm of time. When the kids were really little and we could afford it, we had a housekeeper come in and she would just help me do like floors, basically. Can you just help me like mop and help me with the floors and help me with the toilets? But then it got to the point where I was like, no, actually, I don't want the kids to be watching somebody do this. I want them to do it. They are completely capable and they have to learn how to do it. And they're going to be bad at first and then they're going to learn how.
Right.
I did have a personal trainer during COVID when all the gyms were closed, but she was still willing to meet with me. And I love her. Hi, Rochelle. And I'm so grateful for that because I met with her for 1 year.
You needed to learn how to work out.
I had to learn how to work out.
Yeah.
I had to learn how to lift weights.
Yeah.
I had never lifted weights prior to that. And so she taught me how to do that. And I love my tonal. You can see it right here. I love it, love it, love it, love it. But I don't know if I could have done it without that year with my trainer. I don't know if I could have done it. So my point is, like, there's no like fast and hard way for any of this. It's always been like an as we needed help.
Right.
Angela and I both had a lot of business help a couple of years ago, and now both of us have zero. Business help. There's it's me. Like if you send an email, if a transaction gets categorized in QuickBooks, categorized in QuickBooks.
C'est moi.
I mean, it's just me, myself, and I, and that actually feels really good. So things feel good in different seasons, is my point. And so maybe we should talk about this more, but there's not like and here's where I outsource, because here's where I outsource totally depends on where I feel like the fire is. And God help me, we are working so hard to help prevent the fires. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but I don't know if it was building the business or renovating the house or raising the children or transitioning from, Stu being a teacher to us running our business full time. I don't know like what we did, the farm, but like there were just times where it just felt like there were fires everywhere.
It was like you'd get up and you'd pour a latte and you would just like wait for it and wait just for someone to hand you the fire hose. Like you knew it was going to happen every day.
Like the pigs bust out of their pen.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now we got to try to get them back in. They're in the orchard. We're supposed to be somewhere else. We got to get them back in, patch the fence.
I had the cow get out the other day. I'm like, great.
Girl, I don't got time for that.
I know. We were pulling out of the driveway. The kids are like, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. No.
Yeah. I don't know. At the time, I remember hitting walls. Like, I remember being like, this is part of it. It makes me feel alive. And then there was like major walls. And then there was like, I need help getting over the walls. And then there was time like, I don't want any help.
I don't like the walls. Tear the walls down.
It's just been, which actually brings up another good point. Like we had a dairy cow for 13 years. When I was pregnant with Will and Juliet, I was the morning milker because Stu had to go to work. And so I was up at 5 a.m. 7 days a week, milking this cow. First trimester, just dry heaving over the bucket. Like so many years devoted to this piece of my life that I loved. And now flash forward, our second daughter was also just diagnosed with a dairy intolerance after like 6 months of just truly gut-wrenching stomach aches. And she's like, Mom, please let me get tested. Please let me get tested. I was like, I don't know if I don't want to know another.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I wanted to bury my head and be like, Juliet, I don't think I can deal with another food thing. And I prayed about it. You guys, I got her tested. I was like, what kind of mom are you?
Right.
Like,
sorry.
Girls curled up on the bathroom floor in pain. Got her tested, and the results take about a week. And I was like, please, God, please don't let it be like meat or
not something. I mean, you're already doing dairy.
We already as a family pretty much eat dairy. I eat dairy. Like I have yogurt for breakfast. I have regular milk lattes. But our oldest daughter, was diagnosed with a dairy intolerance a year ago after severe health stuff. And I just feel so grateful for that answer because now she's great. She's just fine.
Gosh, you remember when she used to like get like her face like the
it was so bad,
like the histamine response.
It was so bad.
Awful.
I took pictures because I knew people wouldn't believe me. Like, it was so bad. And anyway, my sweet little Juliet, she's a little dairy girl too. And so it's funny to think about now, like, wow, life is going to look different. Having a dairy cow would make zero sense to our family right now. And that was something that was a massive part of our lives for so long. My point in all that, MK, is that seasons change. And so you really do have to, my principle behind the dairy cow was like, I want to set my kids up with a nutritional foundation that benefits them in their life. That principle has stayed the same. The method is quite different now.
Right.
All that's to say. Yes. Okay. Okay, here's one from Caroline. I've been going back and listening to all your old episodes on gardening, and I think you should do a monthly garden chat episode every year, or like a monthly garden update segment. Have you been just geeking out over your garden?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff I didn't get to this year, so I'm kind of sad about it. But, and like the stuff that I thought, okay, like my first round of zinnia seeds didn't do anything. And so I did another round. And I forgot to do them on like the opposing side because there's like matchy areas. I just woke up in the middle of the night the other night and like, crap. I don't even know if those ones took. I have to go out today and see if they took. But it's what's really interesting for me right now is it's just not perfect, and I can't do that this year. Like last year I was out there 8 hours a day. Like that was like my job.
8 hours a day?
I would just garden for hours in the morning, go to the beach, garden for hours in the evening. I'd film it for YouTube, like we'd talk about it on the show. I was just out there all the time. I can't do that this year. And so, but I can't do that this year, but it's just still so beautiful, and it's imperfect, and I'm okay with it. If I think about it too much, I get sad, like, oh, that's kind of embarrassing, like, look at that corner, but then when I just step back and look on the whole, I just revel, like, in this space I created. Like, I just am like, oh my gosh, I wanted a place I could walk around paths and stroll, and the kids could run under the little trees, and like, we did it. Like, that's so beautiful in and of itself. So yes, like, my poppies are blooming right now. The lavender's about to go. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. To me, that's one of those that make it lovely idea of this season applied to the garden. I'm curious, listeners, how you think that applies to you. Because when I reflect back on this season, what's made it feel more lovely is sort of admitting defeat in certain areas and acknowledging boundaries and like capacity, so that what is left does feel lovely. So Stu came home. He's been gone all week, and he came home last night, and he looked at the gardens, and he was like, I think that this is the best that they've ever looked. I said, why do you think that is? And he goes, because you don't have an acre vegetable garden that you're devoting all of your time to, essentially. There were so many years of that. And again, served us super well during that season. But when you're a person, like, you can't. I mean, you're a person.
A person. Yeah.
A person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a person. And so you can't be remembering to plant your zinnia seeds when you've got to harvest all your cabbage and turn it into sauerkraut within 3 days, before it goes off. So, but we will for sure do some gardening episodes, because I'll tell you what, gardens are just magical. They're magical for your spirit, for your soul, for your nervous system. We did a nervous system episode last season.
I did a couple, yeah.
The garden it has everything you need as like just for enjoyment and for loveliness. They're so delightful. They're so delightful. And getting to see people's personalities come out in their garden is quite wonderful too. So I love that idea. Okay, let's take another quick ad break. Stick with us. Show some love to our people, okay? Listen for some of those new sponsors. We're so grateful for them. Okay, so we're going to be talking about making things lovely this season, Angela, and I'm curious, just because I know we're going to have to do an episode on this too.
Okay.
I'm curious if there's a particular part of your life that doesn't feel lovely right now that you feel like you need to work on making it more so.
Golly, Shay, nice loaded freaking question.
I like to throw these at her.
You haven't thought about this at all, but we're live.
Tell me about all the bad parts about your life.
Well, I do. So I do like order, and okay. I am in like I feel like I'm like a little bit on a swinging bridge right now. Okay, like it's Pirates of the Caribbean, and like here's this chunk of land over here, and here's this chunk of land over here, and I'm just like on this swinging bridge. It's moving. I can't sort of get my bearings. I'm holding on. I'm trying to figure out like my schedule, my routine right now. In that the mornings are really, really full, and it's been really hard for me to work out. So what needs to give so I can do that? Like, do I need to bring my language lessons down a little bit? Like, we're just like I said, we're splitting the hours at the shop, and I so that sort of like, okay, what day do I wash my sheets now? How
Yeah.
am I approaching that? So I
Yeah.
sort of feel like the order of like my routine, the order of how I run my home slash my personal life, I just feel like I'm on this wobbly, like I don't have it yet.
And you probably won't in summer. Like summer's already a bit
And
wobbly.
yeah, so I'm sort of like kind of just like letting that go. Like I don't know that I even want to sit down and mock up a solution. Like I don't even know that I want to sit down and try to figure that out. I'm feeling a
Hmm.
little bit more fluid than I've ever felt in my life. And I got another 60 to 90 days. I mean, I go to France in like, good grief, 80 days, I don't know, soon. So I think I might just ride it out and just always try to do the next thing and have fun. So I can't quite figure out what feels unlovely about that. Is it that I'm sort of like, there's an aspect of me that's shaming myself? Like, you really should figure this out. Like, that's the way you do things. You run things a certain way. Or does it just feel unlovely because it's foreign to me? I don't know that, how well I
Hmm.
articulated that, since you just put me on the
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking about what you just said. Like, is it actually unlovely or is it like a stretching into a different version of
Yeah.
yourself?
And it's
So it
temporary.
just
Like
feels
this,
new.
the store
Yeah.
will not be open full time after the season. You know, we're
Hmm.
a tourist spot, so we'll just be on weekends or whatever. So I I think maybe it's just like the indecision that feels unlovely to me. I don't know. I don't know. And again, I'm not really even that. Like this morning, I was gonna get up. I thought, okay, you need to sort this out. You need to sort this out. Get out a pen, mock up a schedule. And I thought, no, I actually don't. I just need to go put my laundry away.
Do you ever just like, do you ever just let yourself run on emotion? Here's what I mean by this. Stu is gone this week, so I was
Mm-hmm.
single parent for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
And it was interesting because I was like, I'm just going to do what I want. Like, because the objective was like, I couldn't fully click into work.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't just hole away in the office. Like the kids need me. I also couldn't fully engage with the kids because I did have to work some, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have certain deadlines you have to meet. So it was this sort of like messy, like you said, very fluid time between all of those
Mm-hmm.
things. And I just sort of let myself go and be like, you know what? I feel like doing some laundry right now. Let
Mm-hmm.
me get all that, let me get all that tidied up and mop the laundry room floor and make sure we're stocked up on soap and
Yeah.
blah, 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 all these things. Just what I felt like doing. Then I felt like going to Costco. Like, well, I'd really like to take care of this today
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to this other time. You know, where you just sort of let
I guess
yourself
that's what
go,
I'm
do it.
saying. Like you're
Yeah.
putting different words to it, but I am just sort of doing what I feel like, because
Because you know what needs to be done.
yeah. And as far as like discipline, I've exercised so much in, you know, it's no mean feat to decide to do a store 8 weeks, you know, to open a store in 6 weeks. 5 weeks, I think it took us 5 or 6 weeks. You know, that I had to learn a lot. Like
Hmm.
from village codes to inventory, you know, whatever. Like I really, really pushed myself, and I was plenty disciplined. And now I'm just like, okay, just calm down. What? Pick up that little pile and then go outside. It's not. Nothing's going to be perfect in this season. From
Hmm.
my boot room floors to those 4 beds in the garden that just need to be tarped because they're not going to get done this year. And
Hmm.
I don't know. I just don't know if it's just getting older or wiser or older, but like I just don't care. Just like so okay with it. You know,
Yeah.
there's with certain things that I would really push
Yeah.
myself and grind through. I'm just like, nope. I got enough to worry about.
Yeah, I mean that's it kind of goes back to the Diet Coke.
Yeah,
Do you
it
know what I
does.
mean?
Yeah.
It would be better for you to drink a glass of water, biologically speaking. But there is something where it's just like, you know what, body, you're okay. Self, you're okay. Like we do all these great things. We have all these good habits.
Right. Right.
And look, if you're not there, then go back to step one. Like go
Right.
back to that first baby step where if discipline or if order doesn't like maybe come naturally to you yet, then I think that's a great place to start. But I don't know. It feels in some ways, which is why this season feels applicable. We can forget to just kind of live, and no one on your deathbed is going to be like, oh, her garden wasn't super tidy,
Right. Remember
and so
that bed
have
in 2026 that like just had those 4-foot tall weeds?
yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to get to a place of like, what am I doing this for? Like, what is the goal? What is the point? And there are things like that are nice to keep really tidy because they serve your family. Like I like having, oh, thank you. You know, when the kitchen's tidy, when there's food stocked, you're just in such a better place to serve people in a lovely way. Mom is lovelier.
Mom is lovelier, for sure. Yeah.
So I don't mean just like, oh, we're just letting things go. Don't worry about the dishes.
No,
I
that's
think
not
you need
it.
to worry about the dishes, but go ahead.
No, that's maybe, Mom is lovelier. Keeping, what can you do? What can you say yes to? What can you say no to? What can you add to your plate? What can you take away from your plate to make yourself lovelier? To keep yourself lovely.
You guys remember I put that little Amazon pool up in our yard when Angela called me and she's like, why don't you just, I'm like, I'm hot, I'm melting. She's like, go buy a stupid pool.
She's like, they're ugly. I'm like, oh, you don't see it when you're in it. Like,
yeah, totally. We put one up and, since then we've sort of like collected Facebook Marketplace furniture and used some old pieces of tarp. Like it's pretty shoddy, but, it delights me so much. And what I love about it is everything else, so much of what else we have in our homes is like, hey, I need you to work. The kitchen's there so you can cook. The garden's there. It needs you to weed it. It needs you to do all these things. And pools take a lot of care. But you're intentionally creating a space for rest. And what I find is that I go out there every morning and I sweep off the little carpet and check the chlorine level and roll up the umbrella and do all these silly little things because that puts you it makes it lovely. And then when it's lovely, I actually stop. I actually stop in the afternoon and I put on my swimsuit and I go sit out in the chair and I do my Italian outside in the sunshine. Because what is summer for?
Right.
What is summer for if I'm not out there enjoying it?
Yeah.
And there were so many years where I was just so devoted to my work. I sat in my house, in my office, and I just labored. While all this beauty was going on outside, I just worked. And maybe I don't know. It was a long time ago, but I don't fully know how I felt. If I felt like I was going to be left behind if I didn't, or if it was more out of necessity. I don't super remember, but whatever it is, I don't want to get to the end of my life and be like, I didn't get to sit in the sun this summer.
Yeah.
Nope. No, thank you.
I love that.
Lots of new things this season and lots to parse out this season. So as we mentioned, we have some new advertisers. So their details are in the show notes. So make sure that you pull them up. Make sure that you check them out.
Yeah, because get yourself a candle.
Get yourself a candle.
Come on, it's lovely.
We told you last season. We yanked off those non-host read ads after some debacles there, and we feel really happy to be back but this means it's a completely listener supported podcast. And
Right.
so we rely on you to help keep the show going. That's the best way that you can do that, is to share episodes with your friends, leave comments, leave ratings, and support our sponsors.
Absolutely.
Anything I'm missing?
No.
Wine Club information
Wine
underneath
Club,
there as well. Check
Patreon,
it out.
all that jazz.
Yep.
And we're going to spend season 29 helping you
Yep.
make it lovely.
Yes. Okay, ladies, we'll be back here with you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.